it's Schumann, Masterful living coach and author of the book Falling in Love with Your Job. Welcome to my Changing Careers show, in which you will see interviews with people who managed to create a job they truly love by either changing their career or setting up their own business. My guest today is Joelle Davis, who is an ex-opera singer who created a completely different portfolio career. Welcome to the show, Joelle.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Well, Joelle, I didn't actually know how to introduce you because you do so many different things that there's not a single label to describe what you do. So maybe we could start by you telling us a little bit about what you do.
So currently I'm working as an office manager part-time. I coach also, and I have my business Lilliput Designs.
Wow, that's a lot on your plate. Well, let's start at the beginning, because you used to be an opera singer, and for many people this would have been a dream career, because presumably if you're in that business you do it out of passion for music. So what prompted you to turn your back to this career?
It was a really tough decision, but I was working a lot with a full diary and I still couldn't make enough money to sustain myself. And then the credit crunch happened and everything fell through the floor, and at that point I made a decision to stop singing professionally and get a job that would allow me to live with more quality of life.
Thank you so much for sharing this authentically, because these are sometimes the realities of those dream jobs. Mm-hmm. Well, when you then moved from the world of opera to the corporate work, where you started working as an office manager and an executive assistant, that was such a complete different world. How easy or difficult did you find that transition?
It was a very difficult decision to stop singing professionally full-time, but I had worked in the past as a PA when I wasn't under contract. So although the decision itself was huge, actually it wasn't a completely unknown world to me.
And then later you added two additional components, which is the coaching, mm-hmm. and Lilliput Designs, which is related to these great toys that we see in the back, and we'll get to this later. Let's start with the coaching. What kind of coaching do you do? Who do you work with, and what do you do for them?
So I'm an integral coach, which means that I'm interested in the whole of the person, not just the issues that they're bringing. Of course, we will look at the issues, but the people I coach tend to have hit a point in their lives where they're stuck, or they have decisions and pathways and nothing seems very clear to them. So we will work together in looking at perhaps their reactions to the world and their ways of behaviour, and exploring new ways they can bring themselves to the world in order to find the path they're searching for.
Well, being a coach myself, I can of course appreciate how important and valuable this work is. Mm. But that wasn't enough for you. Then you started creating these beautiful toys here. They're really cute, and you do this on your company Lilliput Designs.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about that, and how did you get into this?
So I was made redundant just before Christmas last year, and I had a lot of time on my hands because it's really difficult to find a new job over Christmas. I was feeling pretty low, and I sat down and decided it would be lovely to make some things, because I've always made things since I was a child. I had felt, I had wool, I had stuffing, and bit by bit these little creatures came into being, although I have to say they didn't look quite like this when I started. They were a lot rougher, they were a bit rubbish, but people were very kind, and so I continued to refine my designs until I ended up with things that I felt quite proud of, and people asked me if they could buy them, and rather surprisingly I decided to create a website of my own and my own business. I then very quickly and slightly naively applied to sell on Not on the High Street, who are interested in working with me. So at the moment we're working together to refine the whole package, the whole branding, because there's more to selling these than just creating the design. They've got to be packaged beautifully as well. And I'm extending my range, and so I shall be appearing there in the not too distant future.
That is an amazing story.
Thank you.
They're cute, original, they're really well made, but actually selling something like this, that's a challenge. And that you're already getting into a retail store, it's pretty amazing. And what I also love about the story is it's another example how people use a perceived crisis and redundancy as an opportunity to create something completely new, like setting up your own business to sell these beautiful toys. It's amazing. Well, some of the viewers will now ask themselves, could a portfolio career be right for me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you manage to juggle all of what you do, but I also know that this is really much suits your personality. You like variety, and you would actually feel limited if you only had one thing. But it won't be right for everybody. What would be your advice to anybody who considers also creating a portfolio?
I would think about it very, very carefully. If you're the sort of person like me who really enjoys the variety and is able to switch between several things in a day and finds that energizing and exciting, then yes, this is probably a great idea for you. However, do be mindful that it takes an enormous amount more energy than you think it might take. If you are a more risk-averse type of person who prefers stability in their life, it probably isn't the right road for you because it is so unknown.
And speaking of variety, you've had so many career changes, and every career change comes with a risk because you don't actually know whether you will be good at the next job, whether you will actually like it. And how did that work for you? If you were to look back, would you do anything differently? Are there any regrets about any of your career moves?
I think with hindsight, although of course hindsight is a wonderful thing, and having not made the decisions that I've made up to this point, I wouldn't be sitting here with you now. I may have investigated my options of different jobs to go into after I stopped singing. I didn't really think about it. I made a slightly hurried jump decision because a job became available. Had I thought about it more, I might have done something which allowed me a more defined career path.
Yeah, it's interesting, having the eye on the future goal, the long-term vision.
Yeah, I think that's really important. And age and experience has taught me you do need to think ahead. Whilst remaining present, you do need to have an eye on the future so that you don't paint yourself into a corner.
Very good advice. We come to the end of our interview. If anybody would like to buy any of these cute toys, where can they find them?
I am available on Etsy. I have an Etsy shop, Lilliput Designs UK. I have my own website, lilliputdesigns.co.uk, and I am shortly about to appear on Not on the High Streets.
Well, Joelle, it's been a real pleasure having you on the show. I can't wait seeing these all over the UK, on the high streets. I wish you all the best for your business.
Thank you so much.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching the show. If you would like to see more interviews with people who managed to create a job that they truly love, then check out the other episodes on my YouTube channel. And if you subscribe, then you will be notified of any new episodes that I'm going to publish. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye.